Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in the challenge and also to get exclusive in-depth strategy video access, information is available in the description below. In the previous video, we did important stock updates for tick symbol MULN, as well as looking at an update for tick symbol NLST netlist. So please refer back to the previous video for updates of those stocks, as well as some other important stocks. In today's video, we're going to be looking at details with regards to the S1 for MMTLP, and I'm also going to be introducing stock analysis for a new stock, which I think is significantly undervalued right now and possibly a great opportunity to buy. So stay tuned for stock analysis of this potential excellent stock going forward. Before we do that, let's have a look at what's going on in terms of the market. So this is an opinion outside the box I'm going to share with you with regard to the S&P 500. So on the screen here, you can see in terms of the opinion from the analyst Gary N. Smith, we can see here he stated, if you buy the S&P 500 index right now, there is only a 4% chance you'll be paying too much. So this is something that many people need to consider, especially when you are looking at trading in such difficult conditions. So selling after the market has fallen is seldom a good idea, especially now that stocks are cheap. So generally this goes back to a saying that we have where, you know, when there is fear in the market, people will sell, but the people who make the money are the ones who buy. So this is the time to buy. This is the time especially to buy for the long term. Almost all of the stocks in the S&P 500 now are at a significant discount, and we may be, in my opinion, nearing the final times where we can get most of these stocks at a very premium discount. I'm going to start by looking at tick symbol MMTLP, the preferred stock for people who were previously holding TRCH and qualify for the special dividend, and people have also currently bought MMTLP on the open market. So we're going to be looking at details of what may be contained in the S1. So before we do that, there is a common question that has been asked in the comments on a number of occasions, and that is what happens to MMTLP after any spin out or it has been completed. So I'm just going to refer you here to the previous Form 10 that was issued by the company, and highlighted in yellow here we can see that the Series A preferred stock will automatically be cancelled once the entitled dividends have been paid. So that includes spin out into the new private company. So basically some people who may be buying this for purposes other than the spin out, obviously you have to be aware that the value of this will go to zero. So although people are trading MMTLP, it is not a common stock. It is a preferred stock, so the intention from the company's point of view was never to trade this. So what I'd now like to do is go on to have a look at details of the S1. So before we do that, quick reminder of a shout out here to Theotitus, sorry, here, and he's tagged in John, and this was from July the 5th, and he stated here, good morning, would you be able to tell us if Nextbridge will be a new company that the Series A preferred shareholders will have ownership of? Basically, is it a necessary transition to sell the assets, or is it a long-term investment option? Thank you for your time. So John responded here on the same day, and he said when the S1 is filed, all of these details will be in it. So in this video, we're going to now look at some of the potential details that John is talking about and what will they likely to be included. So on the screen here, you'll be able to see a breakdown of some of the key points that I think is potentially going to be included in this S1 in terms of information that we're looking for. So first of all, I think there is potentially going to be a detailed outline of the process for spin out of MMTLP into the private company. I think we all know that this private company is now going to be known as Nextbridge, so please refer back to previous videos for details of this. This was previously known as Oilco, so we know there has been a name change. The other thing I also expect from the S1 is information about mineral assets and outline valuations, and this is something that many people have been looking at in terms of with strong interest, and I think there have been lots of calculations and lots of speculation. Most of the speculation and calculations have been extremely bullish, and one of the reasons why they have been bullish and positive is because I think most of the analysts are looking at valuation from the point of view of fair market value, including myself. I think that's what obviously investors deserve. We do deserve fair market valuation. We do deserve obviously upfront and honest process in this as well. So let's look at the third point, a breakdown on how MMTLP will be transferred into shares of Nextbridge. So if you refer back to the previous video, one of the things that I covered was conversion, and there is a little bit of discrepancy in terms of Nextbridge. Is it 500 million shares or is it 250 million shares? I think it most likely will be 250 million shares. But again, official comment and response from the company has not confirmed this. But once we get the S1, we should get a breakdown of how these preferred shares for MMTLP will be transferred into Nextbridge. The next thing that we're going to be expecting here is potential details of the buyback offer for our shares. So these shares are for MMTLP, which will be the preferred stock. So hopefully these details of this buyback is positive and something that is certainly going to be welcomed by the investors. We're also going to be hopefully expecting possible details of a buyer or potential buyer for Nextbridge. This could also be potential buyers in terms of a multiple and plural. So hopefully if you look back to one of my previous videos, that I did carry out some speculation with regards to who this potential buyer could be, and number one on the list from the viewers was Conco. So please refer back to the previous video. So that was the most popular option there. And then the other thing we're going to be looking at is hopefully a countdown period to completion of the spinout, likely to be up to 15 trading days. And again, this is also something that was confirmed by John Berder himself. Finally, I think this is another thing that many people have also been talking about, and that is the shorts, the hedge funds and covering. So brokers will require their clients, which are the shorts and the hedge funds, to close all their positions, obviously due to the company being private. So this is something that could potentially lead to a squeeze in MMTLP. Time will tell. We will have to wait and see. And in terms of a knock-on effect for MMAT, if the people are, you know, if there is a squeeze, I personally don't think many people will sell below $5. Vast majority may not even sell below $10. But if the squeeze leads to valuations close to $20, I do think people may sell. And if they sell and they buy into MMAT, then we could have a a positive effect in terms of a potential squeeze there as well. So again, all speculation, but all positive speculation. What I'd now like to do is introduce a new stock to the channel, and I think this stock is a stock that is extremely undervalued. I'm going to be sharing with you some reasons for that. So before we do that, let's have a look at details of the company. This company is known as Transocean Limited, and it all goes by the ticker symbol RIG, and it's trading on the New York Stock Exchange. And the closing price, close of play on the Friday, was $3.14. So before we look at the reasons why I think this is a good potential here for a medium to long-term play, let's have a look at a quick profile of the company. This is an industry leader. As the global leader in the offshore drilling, the company is focused on strong operational execution and balance sheet management to enhance liquidity while utilizing our technical capabilities to strengthen our market leadership. So let's have a look at some additional details for Transocean. On screen here, you'll be able to see some key reasons why I think this stock is extremely undervalued. So ticker symbol RIG, also known as Transocean, is a company which is dealing with oil, and it's witnessed some strong corrections from its highs with the recession fears going on right now. So however, considering the geopolitical risk, the premium in oil prices and a big correction, this obviously seems unlikely. So among the penny stocks, so right now this is trading as a penny stock, it certainly looks like a good pick. It has gone through corrections in the past, and right now we can see, we're going to have, once we see the chart shortly, you'll see that it does seem to be extremely oversold. So obviously analysts are bullish on this stock for two key reasons. So what are the two key reasons? First of all, we are now seeing consistently higher oil prices for day-to-day rates, and what we can also see higher prices for rigs, and the company is involved in rigs. So the company has new contracts. The company's margin and cash flow potential is also projected to improve, And furthermore, the company has also got 12 cold stacked rigs, and if market conditions remain positive, these rigs are likely to be contracted hopefully within the next few quarters, and is going to provide a very, very strong and positive upside potential for revenue. The next thing I think was certainly very interesting from this company presentation that was released on June 2022. On the screen here, you'll see from this release is, if you have a look at the third statement at the bottom here under the leadership position, what you can see here, very positive, especially for an investor and a share price point of view, is that the company currently has $6.1 billion in backlog. So again, very, very positive here in terms of potential. Once, if they can clear this backlog, the potential for the revenue, potential for, again, valuation, and also for the share price is huge. So the stars there next to this 6.1 billion is just at the bottom there, confirming that this is as of April the 25th, 2022. Again, from the same investor presentation from June 2022, I think the next thing I'm going to share with you here is also very bullish, and this is with regard to drill ship rates and a projection for the future. So on the screen here, we can see three for the US, South America, Europe, Africa, and also Southeast Asia. We have some projections for 2022, 2023, and 2024. So for each area of the world here, we can see in terms of the company forecasts, huge potential growth from the years from 2022, 2023, and 2024. So obviously this is suggesting obviously a positive increase in revenue, positive increase in valuation. So we also have a low and a high. So if we compare, let's say for the US, 2022 on a low $310 in terms of the day rate forecast for drill ships, going up to on a low 310, on a high 390. So obviously from an investor point of view, the high is certainly more positive because that's giving the company greater revenue. So again, great potential here going forward. And the final thing I'd like to share with you is with regard to projected liquidity for the company. So the liquidity is referring to the amount of cash the company expects to have, especially from the point of view of its balance sheet. This is going to be looked at from the point of US dollars and in terms of billions. So on the left hand side, the earliest figure we have here in terms of cash and short-term investments as at the 31st of March 2021, we're looking at approximately 1.2 billion. So through the stages, the projected liquidity on the right hand side for the 22nd of June 2023 is potentially between 1.4 and 1.6 billion. So again, the company does expect to be cash rich. It does expect to be positive from the balance sheet point of view, and hopefully this will also include reducing its debt. Finally, I'd like to finish off by giving a shout out to the weekly watch list on the Discord. This is shared exclusively with Discord members prior to trading. So in the previous week's watch list, quick review here, we called out ticker symbol RIIN, and that was up in excess of 44% over the 5 days. Ticker symbol BHAT was also called out. That was up in excess of 37% over the 5 days. And other stocks included T-Con up in excess of 19%. Redbox, there was opportunity to get a 25% gain between the 29th and the 30th of June. This week, we've also called out stocks such as Mullen Automotive. That was up to approximately 23% on the week. We also called out CLVS. That was up approximately 48%. On the week. Ticker symbol FFIE is one of the best calls that we had. That showed a return in excess of 115%. So congratulations to everybody who made some excellent gains in FFIE. And that was also covered in one of my previous videos. So please refer back to the previous video for FFIE. We also called out Redbox, and there was a potential here from Tuesday last week to get a 22% gain there. And also QNRX, a great potential to get approximately 10% gain on there. So if you'd like to get access to the weekly watch list from prior to trading for the next week, you can join the Discord for as little as $9 a month. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.